Jen, give Dr. Annabelle unmute.
I apologize. Yes, of course. Where are you, Annabelle? Oh, your hand wasn't up, but you're unmuted. Now you're muted again. Okay, you
Can
should
you
be
hear me now?
talking.
Jen,
Yep.
It says, can you talk?
Yes. Can
she's
you hear
talking.
me?
Good. Yep.
Perfect. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is Miracle Monday with Michael Jaco. And this Memorial Day, we also want to remember and honor our fallen heroes. And so we are here today in this beautiful LifeWave community to talk about LifeWave's innovative patch technology, along with other technologies, if people wish to share about those as well, where we are achieving balance and we're supporting our overall health and wellness. And so LifeWave and its brand partners do not claim to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any medical condition. And so tonight, today, whatever time you are joining us, we are going to share our incredible stories, and you'll hear our experiences of what we've been having while on the LifeWave technology and the beautiful changes that it has brought forth because of this beautiful technology. Now, we love to talk especially about our favorite patch, which is the X39. It is a wearable light technology in the form of a patch, and in its center is a crystal, and it's a crystal structure made of nanocrystals. And how it works is you place the patch on your body, and as long as it's within 3 inches of your body heat, our body heat will activate that crystal structure. It will take in our body heat or our infrared light and reflect it back to us like a mirror in a specific wavelength. And when it comes to the X39, that specific wavelength has been found to increase the copper peptide that we already naturally have in our body called GHK copper peptide. And so go ahead and research for yourself, because you will find out all the numerous things that this peptide is capable of doing. But you'll also hear, like I said, about the other technologies. And so we are achieving balance, and we're reminding our bodies of its ability to repair and regenerate thanks to this LifeWave technology. And now it is non-transdermal because nothing from the patch is going into your body except our own light. And so that is an amazing technology that can't be said for many others out there. And so we are harnessing the power of our own light therapy to support our balance and our well-being. Now, a few housekeeping rules. Please share symptoms only when you do share. No diagnosis names. We want to protect ourselves and the company because we want to have lots and lots of years with this amazing company. Tell us how you felt before the patch technology, what patches you used, and how you feel now. And now keep your shares brief so that we can pack in as many shares as we can. At the bottom of your screen is a little heart icon. Click the react button, share your virtual hand, raise your virtual hand so you can share your stories. And thank you everyone for joining us. And again, we are here to honor our fallen heroes because so many have paid the ultimate price for our freedom. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Annabelle. And yes, freedom to overcome medical tyranny. And that's what a lot of people have paid the price, the ultimate price for. And we're able to benefit from that. So we're moving very quickly to a level where, a technology like LifeWave can come in. This would have been heavily suppressed and still is, to a certain extent, but it would have been impossible for this kind of technology to come forward just maybe a couple of years ago. You look at the X2O water machine, heavy suppression on that, but we have it and we're benefiting from it. And we're going to have some fantastic stories today about water machine usage. Dr. Kathy.
Hello, everyone. Okay. Happy Memorial Day, and thank you for your service, Michael.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy.
Okay, I've got to share. It's kind of a touching share. My mother, she's 94. She passed away on Friday.
Sorry to hear that.
But when she was alive, one thing that I noticed is you can't pick the fix. She got fuller hair when we put the technology on her. And I just want to let everyone know that she did have results with our technology. When we were going to go to Hawaii, she said, Kathy, who's going to bring me my water? She loved the X2O water. We saw small, subtle changes with that water. So again, remember that it takes consistency, it takes patience, but you will go ahead and get a result. Just stay focused. This is an amazing technology. Everyone can benefit.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy. And sorry about your loss, but you had some last couple of years, I think, were much better because of patches. And
Absolutely, they were. They were. Absolutely. Thank you.
Patrick.
There, now I'm here.
Yep, you
Okay.
good?
Fantastic. Well, first of all, my condolences to Kathy. That's a really tough time. I understand. And you know, kind of reminds me of how we want to make the most of every day in this life. And you know, the things that I've noticed of changes with LifeWave. I started in January. It's been a little over 4 months, and my general overall energy is just much stronger and more focused on what I intend to do, what I want to do. That's one of the biggest things right now. My blood pressure has normalized after a lifetime of high blood pressure, and so that I'm extremely grateful for. Um, and as far as physical exercise, I'm hoping I can say this. I'm above 50 push-ups a session now for the last 3 sessions, and it feels like I don't know where I'm going to end up with that, but it's just really fun to be able to do that, and with no soreness at all, except for the one day I forgot the patches and I had soreness. But other than that, no soreness. You know, who would have thunk it? And then I just want to say really briefly, I'm not going to tell you a long dream or anything, but I've been writing my dreams down since an early age, and my dreams since LifeWave have been just amazing. I have these incredibly euphoric dreams. I had one dream recently where it was celebration day in my family, and I was giving away these mushrooms that were glowing with this amazing light, and I was so excited to give these to people. And when I woke up, I realized, oh, that's all about LifeWave. And so just wanted to share that little tidbit. So that's it for me.
Thanks, Patrick. Awesome. Good job on the push-ups.
Oh, thank you.
Allie.
Hi,
Hi.
so much for the opportunity to share and for your time in the service and others that are on this call. And I was thinking how I had met somebody when I was on the Hawaii trip who was a former U.S. Navy SEAL as well, and CIA. He also was in the CIA, and he shared with me, he has helped 70 special operators come off of medications.
Wow.
And so I just want to share that little bit. But then on a personal note, last week I had a brand new experience, and I really don't know what happened at what point in my life, but I can tell you that ever since I was a young child, I've never been one that you would find me watching TV, cartoons, or comedy shows or movies. If I did go to a movie, I typically would fall asleep. I called it an expensive nap. And yet there is a film as part. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ, and part of the work that we do when we go to the temple, there's a film that plays. And for as long as I've been attending, I would just close my eyes during the film, and I would just have this relaxation that would go through my body. And as long as I didn't open my eyes, I was fine. And then in December of 2023, I had gone to a brain rehab clinic and I was doing 5-day intensive therapies and testing. And there was a screen for one of the tests that said, okay, you're going to watch this screen as though it's a television. And when I went to meet with the doctor and we were going over my test results, he said, this is the part where we asked you to watch the screen as though you were watching a television. And I said, I hate watching television. And he said, I can see why. Your brain gets really irritated. And I thought, oh my goodness, who knew? I didn't even know that that's what's going on. Well, here I am, just shy of a year since starting the patches, and I did get the water machine as soon as it was released at the beginning of April. So who knows what combination, but I believe all forms of light are going to work. And I can tell you that I sat through that hour-long film without the need to close my eyes. Like I was like, this is interesting. My eyes are open and I don't feel the need to close them. But let's just see what happens when I do close them to see if there's a change in the way I feel in my body. And it stayed the same. And so I sat there and I watched the entire film. So that's a huge win for somebody that's gone 50 years with not being able to watch, a movie or something like that and stay awake because my brain would just shut down.
Mhm.
So that's a huge celebration for me.
That is amazing. And, I see Lynn shaking her head. So, these childhood traumas that, many have gone through, the neurons of the brain seem to be helped, at least for some, maybe for many, with the LifeWave patches and, of course, the water machine as well. So thanks for sharing. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Michelle.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, today's a special day. I am a child of a navigator on a destroyer, and I've been through the waters, lost at sea, 8 hours with my dad, not wondering where we were. But anyway, I found Michael through the alumni, through my dad, who had passed away many years ago, because I never gave up living a tight ship, because I'm a destroyer's daughter. And so when I found Michael, that was like, oh, I can continue. And then now it's probably since 2020 or something when you started with your YouTube.
Yeah.
And here I'm here. And it's been a gift from God. It is a blessing beyond belief that can't even describe. But where we are today, I thank you all in the military and all your work you've done. I have an amazing story that I had walked through with Jen, telling her the moment it was happening, and it's only 5 days ago. And it's just like a miracle. I don't even know how to describe it, but a friend of mine that I've known for 45 years, a nurse, she was at a hospital in this state, and then she left to go to Canada to become a head nurse for the baby infant, that age. So she knows a lot. And she's known about LifeWave, but she wasn't sure and she wasn't this. But then I said, you've got no choice. You're going into the hospital. You're going to have a heart surgery. This has got to stop. We got to fix it. So about 5 months ago, 5 to 6 months ago, she went on LifeWave, X49, slowly with X39. I walked her through on energy enhancer, carnosine. She had everything. She's a nurse. She knows what to do. She put it all over her and she worked it out. She didn't need me. I'll figure this whole thing out. Well, she's told me she's going in on Wednesday, the 20th. And immediately she said, find out what should I put on. So then I called Jen. Jen told me, on the gauze after the surgery, 5 days in ICU. She had her family put the patches on her on the gauze. She calls me early this morning. These are the pictures after 5 days in ICU.
Wow.
This does not look like somebody that had an aortic valve replacement.
Not at all.
That's pretty amazing. And then she says to me, the doctor, she called me on FaceTime while we're on the phone. The doctor had come in and told her, where's the patient? We can't find her. She goes, what do you mean? Well, you don't look like somebody that just had open heart surgery. And he said, we can't believe it on the floor that we're all talking about it. Not only that, she's not on any medications, only Tylenol. She has no pain. She's pain. She's already has patches going around the heart. And they told her, you don't need what is it called when you go to the rehab? No rehab.
Therapy, yeah.
And you're already walking up and down the aisles and the halls. You could go home tomorrow. I've never heard of such a thing, that someone could have open heart surgery, aortic valve, and they're going home after 5 days.
Mm.
It's
Well,
a miracle. It's a
bravo to
miracle
you.
Monday.
Bravo to you for getting her on the patches early. So that made a difference.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're so ecstatic. And, she was here when John had his surgeries and when he was going through. So they have their heart issues together. So they're really close in that way, that he was like ecstatic, like, wow, this is amazing what's happened. So there's hope. There's hope.
Heart hope. That's good. Yeah, definitely.
Love you guys so much. I'm over the moon over this. It's like I could have even asked for something. It's a miracle.
Yeah, that's truly a miracle.
Yeah.
And that's what we hope to achieve. And if you're on the patches long enough, you're going to see those miracles. So thanks so much, Michelle.
Yeah. Thanks so much. We love you.
Love you too. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lynn, I saw you have quite a few. I'm looking forward to these too.
Yes, it's always an exciting day at LifeWave. First of all, before I share my top 3, we're watching something live happening to me as I speak. So 20 minutes before the show started, I decided to start eating organic pineapple. Sounds good. Well, it was so good for breakfast. I had it for lunch. It was so good for lunch. I had it for my afternoon snack. This is a mistake, because my sports nutritionist has taught me you slowly introduce new food to see if you might have some reaction. But it was just so nummy. Well, nonetheless, 20 minutes before showtime, there's something here on it's a body part. I'm not a nurse. I don't know what it is, but it started swelling up pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And with our technology, we don't need to know what it is, because that doesn't matter. And so I just took the X39 off the back of my neck, put it straight on the problem. And it was this big swollen goose egg looking thing. And it's been going down. So people, I don't even know, you might not be able to see my neck, but it's been going down in real time. So I just thought, I love it. Yeah. So that's the first thing before I start jumping in to my normal test. Oh, so there it is right there. And I'm sure the nurses probably
normal. Yeah.
It does look normal. It was like this goose eggy thing, and the nurses probably know it's there. But the moral of the story is, if you haven't eaten food for a long, long time, don't guzzle it. At your, I had a cup. It's not like but my body just wasn't used to, organic pineapple. It was just really tasty. So anyway,
good job, red, white, and blue. Love it. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, I so thank you for your service. Everyone listening, thank you for your service. I love our military, love our vets. So my top 3 shares from my community, many more if we need to. I have a heart for everyone, and I especially have a heart for the animals and the children who can't speak for themselves. So meet Freddie. And Scott is Freddie's owner. I'm not sure if men like to be called dads, like pet moms like to be called moms. So I'll just say Scott. So Freddie was sneezing uncontrollably and just wouldn't stop. So much so that Scott took Freddie to the vet. Look at him drink his water. So Freddie went to the vet, and the vet said it was some upper respiratory thing, nothing that could be done, which is probably good. And so Scott brought Freddie home and poured him, you can see in his coffee cup, some X2O water. So Freddie's just sitting there watching. Then the next picture I sent was where Freddie's drinking it. And Scott said right after that, the sneezing was almost gone, just like night and day. And so this was, I think, a couple days ago. So Scott says now, every time Freddie hears that machine start, he jumps up, gets before Scott, and insists on having his first. That's how Gracie is. You know, it's
Yeah.
like our patches.
That's
Our animals know.
beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, and meet Buddy after his first glass of X2O. This is Buddy. So let me tell you about
Relax.
Buddy's chilling. Now, normally Buddy's not a chilling dog. So let me tell you about Buddy. So this is sad with a happy ending. So I have a new brand partner. Her daughter went to adopt a dog. And when she got to the home, she heard the man of the home yelling and screaming at Buddy. And
Mm.
Buddy came out of the house and nestled his little face in between in her lap, nestled. She'd never seen the dog before, but he just ran to her and tried to hide his face in her lap. And
Oh,
so she instantly adopted Buddy. And Buddy has a severe trauma experience background because of how he was brought up since he was a puppy in that home. He was abused horribly. And
mm.
so whenever my partner, and I think she calls herself the grand doggy, people have names like when they're like the grandparents kind of thing. So she was babysitting Buddy. She said normally Buddy's difficult to babysit because he's so needy. And because of his background of being harmed so severely since he was a puppy, he needs constant pets, constant attention. She said when he'd have to go potty and she'd lift the stick up out of her sliding glass door that people put in, he would flinch and shrink. So he was beaten with a stick. It just
Oh,
really
yeah,
made
yeah.
me angry. I know. So Buddy comes to stay with her for a couple days. And she said normally when the 2 days are over, she's glad because he's so needy. This time she gave Buddy a glass of water, just a simple cup of water from the X2O. This was Buddy right after that water. Totally
Wow.
chilled,
Mm-hmm.
totally chilled. All that gone. It's like Gracie. It's like me. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And of course we know results will vary but that's Buddy. And so then her daughter called and said, would you keep Buddy 2 more days? She said normally she'd dread it, but she loved Buddy. She said he was like this and she said that after the first glass, he asked for more and he drank quite a big bowl because our animals know, they don't question, they don't wonder, they just know how they feel. And so her and Buddy had a great time. Isn't that sweet, Michael?
Really is. And that's animals are great because, there's nothing that's going to influence them. We can be influenced. People might be hearing these accounts and are like, well, I'm going to have that same experience when I drink the water. And, maybe they do, maybe they, psychologically, help themselves. We don't know sometimes if it's real or psychological or what. But, as we're hearing from you from a long time now, Allie just now, and now Buddy, who can't, fake this.
Right.
So, I mean, the brain is calmed down.
Yes.
Neurons in the brain are traumatized from, events, whatever they might be.
Yes.
And this water is, because the first time I drank the water, I felt it. I felt light. I felt my throat chakra go like sending out light, and I felt it's like my brain just lit up. So it's definitely going into the neurons of the brain in a very significant manner, and healing, and who knows what kind of PTSD trauma that I still have or don't now. But yeah, it's definitely a amazing product.
Yeah, it is amazing. And we can add Gracie to the list, and we can add, this wasn't one of the shares that I had on for today, but another customer friend now, Celergize patches now in the Genesis water and difficult background. And, trauma is trauma. I always say that it doesn't matter. We're all, little Buddy getting hit by the stick. I mean, it just again makes me mad to say it, but so my customer said that after starting on the X2O water, she pretty much had to stop going to Costco from all the stress, just like your weekly trip to get your stuff. And she said now she can go back to Costco and she's having fun shopping. She's enjoying shopping. She's relaxed. That's night and day for her. And, these stories like what Allie shared, for those of us with these backgrounds, these are huge And they
Yeah.
might sound small to other people, like shopping at Costco, but it's huge. It's absolutely life-changing to no longer have all that as part of your everyday life.
Hmm. Yeah. Fantastic stories. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I have one more if you want me to, one more of
Yeah,
my
go for it.
official ones. And then I have several more, of course, but so I wanted to do just like patches only because, people can wear just patches, just Celergize, just the X2O, but of course our products are made to be used synergistically, for maximum benefit, but they can be used separately. So this is patches, which are awesome. So brand new customer had never worn the patches ever before. And she had, and I won't say diagnosis, but an extremely severe debilitating headache.
Mm.
So it was at 10:45 at night, and she'd heard of our hat protocol, which is two sets of, we put it in a hat for comfort. And so two sets of energy patches, glutathione, Eon, and probably Jen at some point, I'm sure she's like pulling it up right now, but a hat protocol. And she put it on, and she said within 15 minutes, the headache eased. Within 30 minutes, she had peace. Within an hour, her head was significantly better. And she was shocked because it was the first time she'd ever tried the patches. And then she said that normally, too, her eyesight after one of those events is very blurry for a bit. And she said this time she came out of it clear. And last but not least, she wanted me to make sure to share the energy patches work. That's what she goes, you tell people the energy patches work, because she couldn't go to sleep because she had it's the middle of the night by now because she had that hat protocol on with two sets of energy patches. But of course, she said once she took the hat off, she went right to sleep. But, she also wanted to testify that the energy patches do give people energy, in case that's something that they were needing. So, I love our patch stories too.
Yeah, very good. That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Dr. Annabelle.
Hello again. And Michael, thank you for your service. And thank you everyone who's listening for their service. And also thank you for the families of these beautiful individuals that also supported them. So I thank everyone. So I reignited a desire to increase my exercise, right? So I kind of slacked off. I was doing really great and I was seeing results, and then I slacked off. So I said to myself, okay, self, you got to work out some more. So I worked out 3 times this week. I did not look at the exercises before I went to class, otherwise I would get scared. But needless to say, they were really intense, multiple rounds of exercises. And then to top it all off, on the 3rd day, I was lifting up a heavy barbell with weights. And so I'm not an athletic person. I had taken a long break from heavy lifting. So I was lifting up 60 pounds above my head on a barbell repeatedly. And so needless to say, my neck muscles were sore, my arm muscles were sore, my entire body was sore. I couldn't even shrug without feeling soreness. So I decided to use everything at my disposal, right? So Lynn said, our technologies are synergistic. So I used my X2O with my Celergize. I wallpapered, especially my right shoulder and my trapezius muscles. And thank God, the next day, I'm fine. I can move, I can lift, I can do stuff. So thankfully for this patch technology, I did not have to use any pain medications over the counter. It was just the beauty of the LifeWave technology. And I'm able to work out again, and I'm going to work out again tomorrow without fear, because I'm not exceptionally sore. Like I was really like, I'm like, how can I lift up a spoon when my arms were hurting me? But I'm totally fine. So thank God, all is well. And I'm back to exercising tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Great shares. And it's good coming from a doctor because, you have the background, you have the knowledge. And so we love to hear from your experience with LifeWave patches. Thanks so much. Terry.
Hi, everyone. I got a really neat, different type of share tonight. I was on Facebook, and one of my old brand partners, she had to stop patching due to life, circumstances. And all of a sudden she was talking, she was in the hospital, and she proceeded to say that she had gotten a shot in her back. And when she went to get that shot, they actually punctured her lung.
Oh,
And she ended up, and the shot was for pain, obviously. When she went home after the shot and everything, and then everything just started going haywire, and she went to the hospital and she proceeded to tell her story. When I was listening to this, it came up in my feed. Fred's like, "Who is that?" And I told him who it was, and he's like, "Oh my gosh." He goes, "We need to send her patches." And so we did. We sent her a sleeve of X39 and a sleeve of Eon, because we had to. She
perfect.
patched for quite a long time, and we just felt that calling. So we did that, and she ended up getting them on. I didn't tell her, just sent them in the mail. And she got them on Saturday, and she called me, and she's like, "Oh my gosh." And she was so thankful. And she said, "It's really hard for me to talk," but she wanted to call and express, because it was hard. She couldn't get enough oxygen in her lungs, so they had to put a tube in and everything. And she had to go back in and out of the emergency room too, and the hospital. So, and I said, "Yeah, no problem." So when she was on the phone, when she picked up the phone, she actually stuck a patch on. And she's sitting there and she's talking to me and talking to me. And all of a sudden, 2 hours later, she's like, "Oh my gosh." I said, "It went away." Like, she could breathe. And the thing is with this a girl, her life, she loves to sing. She's a beautiful singer.
Mm.
And she was like devastated when this happened, because when lung punctured, you can't get your breath to sing. And this is what she lives for. And so we were on the phone talking, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, could it really work that fast?" And I go, "Yeah, it does." And so she ended up, I heard in the background that someone wanted her to sing "God Bless America" on today. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I can," because she had put on the patch and she started breathing better. Long story short, she posted a video today. She's singing "God Bless America" so beautifully. And she's holding her side, I have to tell you, where her puncture was.
Oh,
But she sang it on tune. She's just gorgeous singer. And I just gave her the bravo, and she's like, "Thanks to the patches."
wow.
Thanks to the patches, she was able to get up and sing.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
a
for sharing.
wonderful thing.
No doubt. Memorial Day miracle. We love it.
Yeah.
Francine.
Hi, Michael. Hi, LifeWave team. I was on a few weeks ago and shared about my decades-old compound fracture scar. Well, now I got another one to talk about. This one really blew me away. I have this this growth on the top of my head, and one of my employees said, "Oh, go to my dermatologist. This guy's great." Well, I went to see this guy, and he goes, "Oh, it's not anything to worry about. Let me just squeeze it out and take care of it." Well, when he did that, this thing came back so angry, like the size of a quarter, and it stuck up a quarter inch off the top of my head. And anyway, so then I went to see another doctor, and she said, "Oh, I know how to take care of this." So she shot my head full of Novocaine and basically took a melon baller to the top of my head. Okay. Took it down to the bone. And again, this was, I don't know, this was 30 years ago or something. And so when it healed, it kind of became like the size of a nickel. But obviously there's an indention in my head, and nothing ever grew there. So guess what? That indention is now, it's shrunk down to a little bit smaller than the size of a dime, and I'm growing hair again in that spot. And I'm just going, this is crazy, because there was absolutely nothing left to grow anything. So anyway, that's my latest and greatest. I've been on X39, X49. I use the YH package, and I've been on LifeWave for 38 months, and I love it. And it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So
Wow,
thank
that's
you
a
for
great
letting
friend.
me share.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks for sharing. So
Okay.
yeah, the stem cell technology obviously is working for a lot of us, and Francine's proving that. So, over time you start to use your body, start to shut down in its stem cell production, and the LifeWave patches, without actually going into your body and do anything, it's just a light. It's got a crystalline structure and natural ingredients, and your light hits the light of that patch, and it's perfect to reflect back and cause your stem cells to reactivate again that have been shut down for who knows how long. So this is what we're all experienced with X39, X49, and so forth. So we want you to, like we keep saying, keep using the patches. Some people get results and they're like, oh, I got what I needed and I'm done. But the long term is better, right? Some of us are like, we're never going to get off of it. I mean, why would you? Because I see, a lot of people here that I've known for years, like Connie and Barry, they keep getting younger. So just look at them. It's crazy. So Jen.
Okay. Hi. I've got my hand up for Perry, who we all love and adore. She's the dessert lady, but also
yeah.
she might have some shares because she has some things. So Perry, I know you didn't, and Anna Allen is gonna put her hand up next, I hope. But anyway, and a Memorial Day for all of us to remember those we love that have moved on, So Perry, where are you here? Or I could, let's see, where is she? Huh? Can you raise your hand? Nope, she's not. So I'm going to bring her up, I guess, if she talks. I had her here. Here she is. Okay, unmute. There we go. I asked Perry to unmute. There she goes. Okay, Perry.
Yes, I don't know
Yes.
where I'm on my cell phone. I'm out of town. My computer won't work. But
Okay.
this is good. I have another miracle for you. One of my brand partners is 74. She's worn glasses since she was 13 years old. And after 3 months on the patches, she went to have her eyes checked. And sure enough, the doctor came in and said, I don't know how to explain this, but you don't need to wear glasses anymore. And it
Wow.
just bumfuzzled. And that was only 3 months. And of course, she's had some other things too. And when I started, I'll soon be 88, and I've been on them going on 6 years. I had plantar fish. Whoops! I had that thing in your arch of your feet burn, and you can't walk. You have to wear these high arch shoes.
Mm.
And in a week, I could walk in tennis shoes, and I've been doing it ever since. And I was buying $300 shoes, and I have given them all to Goodwill and to the vets. So, yeah.
Well,
And
also,
of
go ahead.
course, I've had a number of other things. I was getting where I couldn't remember things and had to walk back to the room, but my mental clarity cleared up so quick, it really amazed me. And of course, my hair is growing in thicker and darker, and the good sleep, and I could just continue to have more energy. And people are amazed at my energy at 84. So.
And Perry, do you want to ask Michael and Tracy Joe what their favorite dessert is and explain who they are?
Yes, absolutely.
Michael
So
says he's changed his dessert, so we need to ask.
Okay.
Or you haven't changed it. Tracy Joe has.
Mine's still tiramisu, but Tracy's got a new one.
Okay, so which do you want to go with? The tiramisu first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tiramisu it's in a square, so you stay within parameters yourself as yourself. You're very self-disciplined. And tiramisu gives you a lift. It has a little liqueur in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you like to give people a lift and boost them up. And the whiteness of it tells me that you have a very spiritual side. People just drawn to you. And we see that every day on your calls. They respect you and they feel comfortable in your presence and they open up to you. And of course, you have a delightful sense of humor because there's a little sprinkling of cinnamon right on top, right?
That's it.
And Tracy Joe, you have a new one?
I'm gonna slide on in here. I do.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah, tell them a little bit about the angel food cake and the yogurt combination with whipped cream in the yogurt. Because I've been making Michael have that kind of yogurt, but I sneak it in there.
You are well, first of all, you dare to be different. Whoever thought of putting whipped cream in yogurt with the angel food cake? So you are adventuresome, you'll take the path unknown, and you like to explore things. You like to stay on the cutting edge of something new. You learn this, let me learn something new. The angel food cake expands. So when you go to the library and you're learning this stuff, you'd like to soak it up by osmosis. You just are a fiend for new information and trying something new. The yogurt and the whipped cream tell me you're at the highest level of spirituality of anybody I think I've ever deserted. The whiteness, we're drawn to the light. People are just drawn to you like flies are to honey. And you people feel comfortable in your presence. They know they can open up to you. They're very at home with you, and it's like you got their backs.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I got
That's amazing how that dessert stuff fits.
guys. It tells things about you. I
Yeah.
love it. Even your
I have-
exercise routine tells something about you.
I have one request. My sister is moving to Australia on Monday, so it's her last time here with us, and she loves tangy lemon meringue pie. Would you mind?
Oh, honey, she's sweet tart and she can fire little zingers, right? She goes to a point, so that means she likes to write things down and make lists. The meringue on top is the fluff side up and the fun on top. It's also her spiritual side. But underneath there, if you step on her toes, she speaks her truth all the time, every way, and she'll let you know if you step on her toes. She's going to fire little zingers at you, which is wonderful because she's so very open and honest. So, you don't have to beat around the bush and wonder if you hurt her feelings. She'll tell you. Then you can clarify it.
God bless you.
She,
God bless you.
you're hearing that from a nun.
Thank you, and have a safe trip back to Australia.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Miss all of you, and I'm going to miss the X2O water, but I'm going to get the patches there. So
Yeah.
Yes, good. Excellent. Yeah.
Well, we love you, Sister Lydia.
Thank you. I love you too.
Hopefully at some point we get you that water machine. I'm sure we will.
Let's get one to the convent.
Yep, absolutely.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll ask for it for the convent. Anyway, is there anyone else?
Have to pick a time like they do at the corporate.
Yeah. Did anybody else? Yeah, Michael, if you want anybody else to talk to Perry before I switch over to Anna, what's your thought?
Yeah.
Anybody have a dessert?
Everybody here would like to have their dessert
Analyzed.
Oh, you know what? They can't talk, so that's probably why. Allie just sent me a note. Allie, did you want to ask a question? I can't read the note. Here, I'll ask you to unmute.
Oh, I see
Okay.
a Southern.
Well, I would say I absolutely love tiramisu, so I loved hearing that. But if I had my choice, it would be a good homemade apple pie with a good quality of vanilla ice cream, so a la mode.
Okay, this is Allie.
Yes.
Okay, Allie, honey, you're everybody's friend and loyal partner. Loyalty is very strong for you. Everybody loves apple pie. You are a person who makes lists and write things down. You like to plan ahead. And a few of your little apples fall out, you just kind of push them back in there. You're a natural manager, keeping people aligned with your goals. And there's a little flaky crust on top that tells me you have a delightful sense of humor and little spicy cinnamon in there. And everybody loves apple pie. So you're very popular with your friends. Everybody loves you. It just comes natural.
Well, thank you, Patty. You just made my day. And I'm wondering, do you have published material out there?
I do have a book called People Are Just Dessert, and you need to email me to get it because I'm down to my last 20 books.
Okay, can you drop your email for me?
It's Perry, Perrya, at perrya.com.
perrya@perrya.com?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, look forward to talking to you.
That's beautiful. Thanks, Perry.
And I saw a southern pecan pie on there. I'm not sure who it was. It just, you wanted, I don't know who it was. I saw it pop
Yeah,
up on my,
Walter Umflett. Yes, please. We've got two there. They're coming in. So Southern pecan pie for Walter, and Leticia has strawberry shortcake, both favorites from everybody. So please, yes.
okay. The pie, again, you're a natural manager pulling things together, but honey, you're a smoother. You're a natural manager, but you smooth people. You've got that honey coating right on top, right? But the cons make a barrier, and although they love working for you and all, but you demand respect. Those pecans are a barrier. You don't let everybody into your sweet rewards. They have to earn your respect. How did I? And I just love strawberry shortcake. They're the cheerleaders, the ultimate cheerleaders. They like to dance on the table and be noticed. The red stands out. They like to wear colorful clothes, and they're a planter of seeds. These are little seeds in a strawberry. They just naturally inspire people. You can't bite into a strawberry and not respond. You can't be around them and not respond. Now they're structured, they're layered. They're in layers, and their layers just kind of free fall, some of them. So though they make a plan and somewhat, they're more likely to go by the seat of their pants, and they're kind of allergic to a day planner. They'd rather just be spontaneous in the moment. They're quick thinkers, so they can get away with that. The cake portion on the bottom tells me that they too are very would like to go to the library and soak it up by osmosis on learning new things. And I just love strawberry shortcake because they are the life of the party and the fun.
You also got a request for pumpkin pie, and two people wrote that in, and one put a la mode. So, and the last is carrot cake with cream cheese, but pumpkin pie first.
Okay, pumpkin pie is kind of salt of the earth. It's spicy, they're fun. They're the same from first bite to last. They're very content with who they are. They don't need to dance on the table to be noticed or to need you to, they don't need to impress you or anything. They're just themselves from first bite to last, and they are list makers. They like their socks color coordinated in a drawer and everything lined up and organized in their closet. And then the other one was
Carrot cake with cream cheese icing.
Again, a spiritual side, but a high achiever. It rises, the carrot cake rises. So they like to rise to the occasion and stay on top of things. I'm getting all these planners today. Anything going to a point like that is a planner. They like to write things down and make lists, and they're very organized, structured and layered and organized. And the white icing on top, the cream icing, it tells me that there's their spiritual trawlers and they're schmoozers. They like to make people feel good and laugh and have fun, and they're adventuresome because, I mean, who would think of putting pineapple and carrots in a cake? So you dare to be different and go down the different road also. But you have a very competitive edge when you like to rise to that occasion. You like competition and challenge. It just encourages you. Wonderful. These are great desserts. I'm having fun today.
I'm getting hungry, but there's one more. And Anna, you're next, I promise. But hot fudge sundae with cherry on top.
Oh,
All right.
I'm getting hungry.
The cherry on top. And the cherries are red. Again, she likes to wear bright colors, and yet she has a contrast between the bright and just the plain brownie. Brownies are self-disciplined. They stay within parameters they set for themselves. They're everybody's favorite. Chocolate people have a work ethic. They work hard and they play hard, but they don't want to take work to play. So they'll snap their fingers at you and mind you to get back on task so we can get the work done and then go play unencumbered. And the cherry evolves around a single seed. They have a real strong belief system and faith. and it's round. They add they like to add a little something to make the brownie a little bit more classier. They're gonna put a cherry on top. So in any situation, they like to come and they may be dressed just a little. They have something different about them when they wrap a present. The present has a little touch, just their own on top. We
That is-
are so transparent. We are, you know, I've just figured out by accident how to look at a dessert. I have to see the dessert to tell you what it is and what the different shapes, if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's layered, all these things. And it's in the book. It tells you how to do it.
Thank you so much, Perry. I know now we have Katie here and Anna, so Michael, whatever. I guess we have to move on, but you're wonderful. We love you.
Thank you. Well, thanks for the opportunity. I love you too. And happy Veterans Memorial Day to everyone.
Thank you, Perry.
Bye.
Anna, did you want to go?
Yes. That worked out great. I'm getting over a cold, so sometimes I have a coughing spell, so I didn't want to volunteer unless I had to. But I've been doing the water about 3 times a week. And I've been on the patches. The end of next month will be almost 3 years. And so I'm just short of 3 years of being on the patches. And I originally got on them because I had to have surgery, and I'd never had surgery before. And as a lot of you know, I'm a massage therapist, and that's my income. And so I'm like, I got to be able to get back to work pretty quickly. And so I got on the patches, ended up having surgery about 4 months later. In that process, they wanted to do some biopsies. They went in to do a biopsy on my lungs, and the doctor comes out. I'm like, okay, he's going to stick a needle in me. And I'm like, he goes, oh, we don't have to do the biopsy because whatever you had is gone. I'm like, okay. That was a wonderful praise. And so then I had the surgery and was able to I was left the hospital in 3 days, and that was colon surgery, and I had absolutely no pain and I immediately started the patches. I mean, it was like, as soon as I woke up from surgery, I'm like, okay, where's my patches? And so that was a big help. And a couple of things that people have mentioned that, it's like I'm 68 now as I keep getting older. And I don't wear glasses. I used to wear glasses when I was younger, but I don't wear any glasses. I don't even wear reading glasses. Sometimes I will put the mildest ones on if I'm on the computer for a long time. They have a tendency to, things get blurry and harder for me to read. But most of the time it's like, and I'm like, that's pretty amazing to me. When I went to get my driver's license renewed, I was like, oh, I haven't had my eyes checked recently. So it's like, of course, they check them there, and I'm like, oh, passed with flying colors. I was like, oh, this is great. And then just, I can constantly feel myself just getting stronger and better, more energy. I like the idea that I may not be sore because I spent today out in the yard getting to yard work that I've never had a chance to get done after the winter months. And so it was just really nice to get out there, get those weeds pulled and be outside and enjoy Memorial Day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah. And you give a great intuitive massage. I've had one. Do you want to share how people can reach you?
Sure. The best way is to text me Can I give my number?
Sure, if you want to.
813-215-5050. Really easy number to remember. And a lot, it's like you say, it's very intuitive. Everybody's different. Depends on what they need.
And tell them which area you're in, so we don't have people calling you from all over the world.
I'm in the Tampa Bay area.
Very good.
So yeah, anybody Sarasota, I think,
yeah.
I mean, there's a few of you have come to me, so.
Yeah, definitely. And I saw Katie had her name or her hand up. If you want to go raise it again, Katie, and come up and share.
I texted her and said, please, but I can't find her on here, and yet she's in the list. I can ask her to unmute anyway from here.
Yeah, she's on page 3.
Oh, that's why. I have two pages of mine, but I'm asking her to unmute. Oh, there she's. She back now? Or because I think it just took it. Can you talk?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to share because we were so close to time, so I had taken my hand down, but I'll make it really quick. It was just a couple of things that I think that I forgot to mention the past few times. I'm sure a lot of you know I had the big thing with the pregnancy and wearing the patches and was able to, conceive. And then I had a really strenuous pregnancy and had a lot of complications postpartum. And I just noticed right away with the blood sugar drops, the hypoglycemia symptoms, those have been gone since I've started the patches. I've not had any issues with that whatsoever. And I'm only on the X39 and the X49. Well, I'm about to start some new ones, but for these symptoms, that's all that I was on. And then I've noticed that my hormones felt like they started to level out a lot better because they were just giving me such a hard time throughout that year. And then I've also noticed that because I'm a little scatterbrained and I've been ADD like all my life, I just noticed that I focus better. And I guess I didn't really realize that until the last couple of months. And that's kind of hard because, with 2 kids, well, 3 kids, but 2 little ones, running around, it's hard to stay focused for me sometimes, but I've noticed a really good focus there. So that's all I wanted to add.
Wow, that's great. Great ads. Yeah, and that's another reason to stay on the patches, long-term, guys, because you're going to start to notice, over time that, oh, wow, I haven't had this problem in so long, and it's got to be patches. The only thing that's different. So stay on the patches. We have a lot of people that get on. You use them for a very short period of time and then just walk away. So you really should stay on the patches, and we look forward to hearing more amazing miracles every week. They just keep coming. I'm like, God, they just keep coming. We've been doing this for years. How many more we're going to get? I don't think it's ever going to stop. So because we get more and more people that are you guys are getting involved in the patches. So thank you, and thank you everyone that shared. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you have a great grill or whatever you're going to do today. And if you want to mute and say goodnight, lots of love to you guys.
You can do it.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
service.
Michael.
Bye, guys. Have a great week.
Michael.
Happy Memorial Day.
Good night, everyone.
Beautiful
Good
service.
night, everyone.
Thank you for your service, Michael.
Thank
She
you.